Come on, you wretched things. Get rid of. Yeah. No. Get out of here. Go. Right. These frogs are getting sorted. This shopping district is a mess. A mess. This place needs some desperate work. I've been trying my best here. I've been getting it all together. To be honest, most of the unfinished projects are mine. But look at this mess. There's mess here. There's unfinished lampposts. We've got hanging rails doing nothing. We've got projects marked out and people are making money, but they're not putting anything back into the area. Nothing at all. It's all been me. And I've just about had enough with it. Look at everything I bring. I bring pretty roads and street lights and pretty little areas, and no one brings nothing else apart from very pretty shops that they've all done very good jobs on. Even down in our subway here, we've got a black market going on. Look at this. A new currency has opened up. There's no rules. There's no nothing. People are putting their chewing gum everywhere. There's gambling going on. There's pubs with illegal music we can't even put in our videos, and more gambling. Not to mention these incredible books. There are only 1 remstone. There's even graffiti. This place needs some order. Someone has ought to take some charge here. There's so much that needs done, so much coordination, and no one's doing it. There's no mayoral elections. There's nothing going on. So as I've been walking through the streets here, I've realized who else is better to take charge than me. Me. Now, I'm not running for mayor. No, not at all. I am taking charge from here on out. Mossy is going to be the new leader of the shopping district, and it is decided. It is final. And for those of you who think I can't just come in here and implement my own rules and decide it all, think again. It's happening. It's happening right now. Hello, show. Hello. I'm in the middle of something. Oh my gosh, I went down without my light show. Oh dear. Now here's my thinking whilst I run back and grab my stuff. I'm thinking I've got a lot of power on the server. I've got a lot of control already. Oh, this is embarrassing. See, I've not only got my hands down in the black market there making lots and lots of money, and you know money equals power, I am also in charge of the secret society. So I got my hands in a lot of honey pots here, and they're all tasting very sweet, and I'm gonna use this to manipulate my way up. But as I ran back to get my stuff, I realized I can't do this alone. I can't be out here enforcing rules every single day and building all this stuff. No man could do this alone. No man, not even such a great leader as I. So we're going to interview a couple of people here. We're going to get them in some sticky situations, see how they hold up. And of course, they can't know that I'm doing some greedy little power grab. No, that'll be shut down instantly. I need to reel them in. I need to butter them up, slather them up, get them all buttered up. So we're going to take a few Vanians into some dangerous situations, ask them some job interview questions, see how they'll do, and our best performers will be our little goons that will come in and do all the work. Look at this. They could come in here, they could finish off this river I never did, they could finish off the lampposts I've never done, they could finish off all the decor on the street that I've never done, and they could tidy up my mess. Whilst we head down here, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is ThatOneGuyJames. First name ThatOneGuy, last name James.
I am HeroicPixels, but you may call me Pixels.
I am a somewhat builder and redstoner of the server.
I would prefer open-ended questions that you want to know rather than me giving information.
And why do you want this job, James?
Because you said roll, and I used to be a Minecraft role player in a past life.
Well, first of all, what makes you want this job?
Fun.
Fun? It's a good one-worded answer. And how do you feel about rules?
Like breaking them, or I mean, I'm either a rule follower or rule breaker, depending on what I'm doing.
So you're here for fun. You love responsibility. How do you get on with rules? What is your opinion on rules?
I love rules.
You do.
There's many times I broke server rules and I started just flying. So.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's.
You love breaking them, or you love keeping them
It depends.
on the date?
If I agree with the rules.
Okay. And how do you feel about the shopping district?
I mean, it's profitable.
I want to see more skyscrapers at the shopping district.
Mm.
That's what I'm thinking. Last time I had some kind of power in the shopping district. I will say I went a little mad near the end.
Really? What happened?
No one was respecting. I think what we called it was the city planner. So I tried pranking them by putting Robo James heads of respect the city planner. He is brave and amazing.
And so how do you think it all ended then? Do you think it ended a very positive experience?
Yeah. In the end, I did my job. The roads were built. The shops were made. Everything went amazing.
I gotta say, you're smashing this interview.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're doing really good. We've had no stressful situations here. We've worked together quite well as a team.
We missed this spot. There's one more goodie over there.
Oh.
But it's we only have 2 strikes each, so it's do we risk it for a biscuit?
Let's check our exit first.
You gonna find your arse way out of here, boss?
Well, yep. You ready? Got your elytra on?
No, I don't.
Oh my gosh.
I don't. Feather falling 4, baby.
Oh, there? This?
That should be it, yeah.
Okay. You still got perils?
Yes. Am I good at throwing them? I have no idea.
Oh!
Nope.
Oh no. Oh, Jimothy. Oh, Jimothy. Oh, Jimothy. I think you failed. I don't think you get the job.
Oh no.
There's a guy here.
I summoned another guy.
Oh no.
Can you get out?
Oh. Oh, you did summon another one.
Alright, well you're in the safe spot now. You're at the deep slate stuff.
Yep. I'm headed in the trial chamber.
I feel like it's even dangerous.
Oh, diamonds. Hold on. Hold on. My greed knows no limits. Whew, it's bright up here.
Yep.
I must say that was a very good interview.
Up until the end. Yeah.
Yep. Well, no, even, with a crisis, I get to see how you handle events that might cause stress for other people, and you handle that super well. Right, James, well, thank you very much. Is there any final things you'd like to add at all?
Keep me in mind for a great leadership position.
Okay, perfect. I shall take note. Do you have any final questions for me about the job?
How much you paying?
What I said to James was, you'll get paid lots. The hours or whatever you choose. But it is hours that you would like to work, for sure. If you could, you would work it all the time. And there's lots of power.
Yeah, I'm sure James loves that.
Some successful interviews right there. They were awful. They were god awful, and I really don't want to apply these people, but they're all I have. No one else wanted a mystery job. So we've got our employees, we've got our goons. These 2 are going to be our little goons. And look who's on. The 2 little goons. So after their interviews, I sent them straight to work here in the shopping district. Lynt helped out as well, but we have got it. M for Mossy all around, and check this out. It took me a stupid amount of time to build this and put it together for the episode. It is everywhere. We've got it on people's shops. We even have it inside of people's shops as well. It is a ridiculous amount. We even went ahead and we got some of the branding down here in the subway station as well. You can never forget who's in charge here. Aha, but what good is all of this propaganda without some good old-fashioned rules? These are the new shopping district rules. Rule 1, respect the rules. Rule 2, all shops must have an ender chest. Rule 3, every Vanian must complete a task to be confirmed. We'll talk about this later. Rule 4, you do not talk about Fight Club. Rule 5, Sir Mossy's say is final. Rule 6, remstones are forbidden. Rule 7, you must listen to the eyes. Rule 8, Mossy is called Sir Mossy in the shopping district. Rule 9, no pop-up shops. And of course, there's a long list of consequences if people do not follow these rules. The rules I'm most excited about is the remstones, because obviously we're part of the black market. We want people to buy remstones, and I'm hoping people will see this as a chance to rebel against us and put more profits into our pocket, because we are very corrupt. The other rule I'm really excited about is every Vanian must complete a task. The idea is we do something very similar to Dadman's job board here. I don't think I've ever shown this in a video. Here's the perfect example, the job no one is willing to take. Grim is looking for 64 ancient debris in return for 32 diamond blocks. No one wants it. But we'll do something similar to this, and we'll set little tasks. So you need to create some trees in the shopping district, make the bushes look nice, or something that adds some aesthetic value to the place. And then you're ticked off the list. And if you don't complete one of the jobs, well, then you're going to lose all your profits. You could be banished, the cone of shame, public shaming. Oh, I'm excited to see some public shaming. So we'll get our task board set up pretty soon here. Look at all of this, beautiful, beautiful. But I think I've had quite enough of the shopping district. It's reminding me of all the jobs I need to do. And we'll wait for someone to call me out on my hypocrisies. Hey, hello.
Hello, hello.
How does it go?
It's going good, Mr. Man of the People.
Do you like?
Thank you very much for your donation. Oops, I gotta put some stuff away. If you're gonna be dictator, I might as well sick you on the first shop that I noticed had an issue. Mud shop, completely out.
I noticed, but I bought them out. I bought everything.
Well, even if you were the one who bought them out, it's his responsibility to restock it as soon as possible. As soon as I noticed the copper core was empty, I went on a mining trip, I put in the work, and I refilled it. And now all the shelves are stocked. I have a proposition.
Okay.
So, what I'm about to make right now is a railroad station.
Oh, nice.
And you know, in the game Monopoly, the most wanted spot on the board is the railroad. The barons of yesteryear, they owned the railroads, or at the very least, they owned the materials that built the railroads. So, you, Mr. Dictator, I propose that I become chief of the railroads. But, as you can see, we are in a fantasy world, and people don't use the railroad. If you build a train, it doesn't go anywhere. We get around using the nether portals.
Yep.
But as of right now, you're kind of the one in charge of the nether. That giant structure in the middle, that's yours.
Yeah.
You're in control of the nether roof. That is your property, and you have the right to charge people
I like this thinking.
to access it. So make me in charge of setting up the toll booths. I'm going to need a redstone tutorial, but basically we're going to put a toll booth on everyone's nether portal, and it will only open when a diamond is inserted.
I love it. Yes.
You or whoever else knows how to do it, teach me how to do the first one, and I will build the rest.
Okay, I'll work it out. Do you want to, whilst we're speaking about redstone, do you want to see some of my redstone magic?
Sure.
Ignore the mess at the moment. Very messy with shulkers.
Looks like you need to hire Floral.
Well, this is all my own tidying. I'm actually doing it, and it's all for this redstone.
By item, at least.
Check this out. This is my magic storage system.
Ooh.
Yep. I love Pixel's storage system, right? But I cannot tidy up after myself, and I can't be bothered. I'm very lazy. So I want it all within here. So see if you open this shulker. So this is our main menu, and then we have all the different types, right?
Path block, greenery, redstone, decoration, goodies. Ooh.
So what I'll do is I take out the stone and I throw it into there. I click this button up here. I get rid of that. Give it a little second here. Check inside this one.
Ooh.
Stone types.
Brick, stone, cobblestone, andesite, tough, granite. That's cool. I didn't even know you could do that.
And then if I throw this cobblestone into here, clear that menu. I usually say give it a second, but James pointed out it's 5 seconds.
5 seconds
And from
exactly.
up above us, there should be a little... There we go.
Oh! That's incredible!
Would you like to see the
This
madness?
is why you're the man of the people.
Well, you know, I can be corrupt. If you come with me, I'll show you. I'm now working on a system where I can refill it all, and it'll tidy up after me. Ignore all the holes.
Down once more to my dungeon, good lord.
Yup, this is the madness.
The noodles.
So I can like
Good
bulk
lord.
store everything, and the menu where we pulled the cobblestone out of, I could have like a full stack of cobblestone there, which would mean I have 64 shulkers. And I could throw all of that in, and it would give me 64 shulkers out.
Fascinating.
I'm super
Someday,
proud.
I'll level up to this. But for now, I'll just sort my stuff creatively.
I might. Oh.
Uh-oh.
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 What's happened
Mr.
to
Bear,
me?
get down!
Oh, thank gosh. Thank you. We can come and click a reset button as well. And our main menu is all filled back up again with all the choices we made before. So all fully resets.
Like I said, this is why you are the man of the people. This is why you should be in charge.
I am glad you support.
You have the brains, you have the eye, and I think what you need is a little devil on your shoulder.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm willing to be corrupt.
We'll figure out some sort of profit sharing thing.
At
the end of the day, that's what makes the world go round.
Yep, the idea is I'll let you in on a
profit.
secret to the people. What the people are being told is all the diamonds will go into the city fund and will go back into the shopping district. I will be skimming off the top, and that tiny bit skimmed off the top, that goes back into the city. The rest into
And
our
then
pockets.
I'll skim it off the bottom.
Trickle down economy. I'll reach out to you about the portals.
Absolutely. So like I said, if you show me how to do the first one, I can do the rest.
Sweet, I'll work it out.
I'm tiny. People don't notice me. I could just sneak in like an elf.
Yeah, true. Right,
Anyways,
take
goodbye,
care.
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you for coming. Bye. Well, there she goes. I love being... She is up for anything. I really thought she was going to be one of the ones that were going to oppose us, but it looks like we've got another member on our team here. Tolls on the portals, that's a perfect idea. Perfect. As I showed Beans, I've been working hard here. I've been getting all my stuff tidied up. Floral and Lynt have been a great help tidying it all up there. I just had to go around and tidy up everything else. These things are not organized as of yet, but everything out here we've got organized. We've got our wood, we got everything, our paths, tree boxes that'll get added in. But these are all the items that our bulk storage system can handle at the minute. There we go. And as I said and explained to Beans, this is all my own doing. Everything is fresh from my brain. No tutorial. So I'm super proud of this, to be honest. Especially this thing over here. This is like our menu selector for the first menu, and then the second menu behind that. These are like just like item filters, I guess, that then picks up when the shulker needs to be spat out and gets delivered to us. The next part that I'm working on right now is getting the items back into the system. So I've worked out how we can get it for some copper golems so they can stick it in, it'll trickle on down into a shulker, and then bang, into there ready. And I've worked out how to get the item back into our counter so we know how many shulkers of what we have. So yes, I've been working hard on this. It's been a while since I've touched it, to be honest, but all of a sudden I just had the realization, I need to do this, I need to tidy. You saw how much stuff is up here. This is like everything from around the server that I have found. We still have so much more though. There's like, we've got down here. I've got another shulker monster going on, which we've managed to reduce significantly. This filled the whole area. So I've been working hard. There is a lot of these like random blocks here. I don't know what I'm going to do with things like trapdoors and planks and stuff, because I don't necessarily need to hold that in bulk. It's not something I'm ever going to have like multiple shulkers of. I'll work that out with time though. Right now I'm working out how to get our golems in and do all of that. But this very boring job is going to be an off-camera issue here. We are coming down to here. Have a look. I got a mailbox installed, so Vanians can send me mail and I can send them mail. I'm not sure if this is fully working yet. I've not been told. I imagine it is because I can change stuff. I don't have my stamps to use, that's the only thing. The little mail boys need to get a little move on. But we need to make a little building here. In the last episode I did say I had an idea, and I knew it was going to be this machine stuck here. I just didn't know where the orientation was going to be. I left it up to show, so whatever was easiest for him. And I'm thinking in our base here, we focused on this front area the other day, this little part of this road. And this is going to be the main road, because down this way leads off to the spawn area. Up around this road farther takes us along to Kiki's and to Macy's, and the other roads kind of just are mine, right? They're all internal roads, but this one is the main one for all the travelers to be coming along. Now in every other world you would have something like a tavern or an inn or a hotel for travelers coming through on the main road, but this ain't an ordinary world. No, we are doing solarpunk with spaceships and all things like this, so I think we need a little hub where we can come on in and travelers can get their spaceships all fixed up inside of here. They can stop off and check if there's any mail, and they can get like their parts delivered here so they can fix up their spaceships and things like this. So we're going to jump in and focus on that build for now before we go back and do anything more with that dictatorship. And for right now it is going to be for like little speeder bike things and things like that. Not for bigger spaceships, but I guess we could get that like maybe up here now that I think of it. We could get like a little landing pad or something so they can come up here and get all fixed up. But yes, let's jump into some building. Let's have a nice relaxing little time. And in the background, I'll be away sorting out my mess all the way up there. Well, would you look at that? It's all built there. Our lovely... Oh my gosh, we got a nasty little visitor inside, huh? You traveling far? You got a spaceship you need fixed? Didn't think so. Didn't think so. Get out of here. Get out. Get out. Get out. Oh, there's so many of them. What on earth? I could keep them in the barrel. I think they're gonna stay in there. They won't come out. If you remember from the single player videos. The barrel boys are back, and they are back with vengeance. I'll leave them in there, okay. But yeah, check it out. We've got it all done. I've done a little bit of work here. So this is where, you know, you bring in your spaceship and you get it fixed up. And we've got this lovely little table here where you can get all your work done. We even have a special horn.
Princess.
Do you like it? It's floral. Let me just stick that back to normal. There we go. And then we've got our forge here with our big flames so we can heat up our metal. I'm not super happy with this, but we're using armor stands for some magic there. And it looks fine. Looks fine from this angle. So it's all good. It adds to the story. Out the back here that you briefly saw, we've got a few boxes here, a few extra bits of storage, and then round here is our mail room, and it's sitting rather empty, like the room through there. So I've got some decorations ready so we can get this all boxed up so it looks like there's a bunch of stuff. I don't know if we should get like a little desk in here or something so like someone could work in the mail area. That would be cool. Maybe even this back area is a desk here, and then you can still come and do your mail. I need to hide this with some armor stand magic. And then in here, I don't really know what we could have. So obviously we've got this little area here. I would love to try and make some sort of speeder bike in the middle here. I don't know how. That will come with time, I suppose. We can work that out because we can get them scattered around the forest. Like people have jumped off to go fishing and things like that. But I'm thinking in here we just go with some nice plants, you know? Bring back that solar punk feeling that we've kind of, I feel like we've kind of lost. We've not necessarily lost, but you know, we need to make it more apparent that plants and nature are a part of these people's lives. Well, let's focus on this little area here. I think the idea of a desk here would be really nice. So let's just stick this in. And I guess, oh, I tell you what, my favorite block. Do a little bit of this. And maybe we bring it up like so. Doesn't need to be a bit higher. Maybe even one further back. Yeah, there we go. That works fine there. Okay. And then I suppose we're going to want some sort of shelves in the back, some more boxes as well. Let's just come in here. And we'll stick that like that. And then this will be some of our cardboard box type things. We could maybe even, I got this here. Can I make these into smaller? Oh, I can. Oh, that's excellent. So we can do some of these little mini blocks. Ooh, yeah, I like that. That's nice. Oh, that's not so nice. Then I'd also like to add in a few of these because, you know, these are meant to be like spaceship parts that people are getting. So let's add in a few lodestones here that they can look like some boxes. Got a little bit of this. What a mess of an inventory. So we can do some stuff like that. Maybe we even do this here. And then, hey, for good measure, we'll stick a few more boxes as well, actually. Maybe in this part as well. And I'm thinking possibly even a few shelves up here. Just so it looks like we've got a little bit more going on. I'll do that. Bring you down here. Oh, what a mess. Bring in some little chests there as well. Let me sleep quickly because I've not lit this up. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet. I like that there. We certainly need some plants in here, some little greenery to dance it up. So we'll stick a little plant pot up here, I'm thinking. Then a little plant in here. I need to empty this inventory. We're going to have to pick this up at some other point. Let's come in with a few of these. Is there any good spots I can hang them on? Maybe here, bring that down a little. And then there in the window as well. Okay, even on the glass maybe. Bring that down. I'm thinking we could maybe even try... See how something like this looks for some vines or something? It doesn't look the best, but we'll roll with it. Let's see. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? We know what that is. That makes sense. And actually, it adds a really nice green color. I do like that green. It contrasts all the darker browns that we went with this build. It looks like I'm going to have to get looking for some clay here, because this is the only plant pot. Plant pot. This is the only plant pot I have. There we go. We'll get more. And then I came across these sniffer eggs that Floral gave me a while ago. And to be honest, we've already got sniffers. So I'm thinking maybe we even... Oh my gosh, do you see this? The scroll on my mouse is broken at the minute. And it is painful. I'm thinking we do a little bit of this on there, sure. And then I don't know how I would place you. I want to place this backwards, so maybe that's worth doing from outside if we can reach. Ta-da! That doesn't look weird. That doesn't look like a sniffer head. That's fine. And then another, like a sniffer egg here. So that looks real bizarre, real alien-like. Maybe even with some armor stand magic, when I come in and cover up these hoppers, I can stick another egg in here. That'll look quite nice. And here we go. I've got a few of these here. Oops, oops, oops. Excellent. I'll make the rest of these into plant pots as well. Plant pots? That's starting to sound weird. I've said it too many times now. Here we are. So I think this back wall, this will be our storage here. So let's bring in a little bit of this scaffolding. Oh my gosh, I need to get a new mouse. Oh, that's killer. Do I have any more of those boxes left over? I guess they're through here. Here we go. So I'll stick a few like that. It's looking scarily like our beehives though. Maybe even a couple of barrels in there as well, just to show it's really storage. Here, we should have a little table. So let's see, do I have my looms? No, I do not. Looms acquired. And we're going to stick these backwards like this. And then here, a few more bits and bobs everywhere. And I think what I'd like to do is, can I stick these on the side of scaffolding? No, but I can stick them at the back. Okay. That's fine. I didn't like how dark it looked as I came in there with those little holes. But that looks fine. Maybe we'll stick one under here as well. And then we'll bring our plants in. So I'd really like a plant next to the door, that's for sure. What we'll do is we'll get some dead bush there, and then we can bring it up like we did inside my house. And we can have little bits hanging down and around. We'll stick this up here. These are reasonably flat, so that's all good. And we'll need to grab some shears as well, actually, to stop them growing too far. We'll get a little plant down here. Did I bring any leaves? Any good leaves? I suppose we got these. Okay. So we can bring that up and around. And this is the game, guys. This is Minecraft. Just having a peaceful time building. As much as we have a dictatorship and we're setting all of these nasty rules for people. This is what it's about, huh? Just having a little day to play some Minecraft. Okay, I'm not too sure about these bits of glass in here because they don't connect like I thought they did to the leaves. But that's all good, that's all good. We'll have little bits in here dripping down. We know that this is meant to be some sort of plant or some sort. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. It does feel a bit too clean, so maybe we need to bring in, some of these for some of those dirty footsteps. And can we, what's the best way? This way? That way? And then this way? That way? Looks like someone's like traipsed through here. I guess these would be the other way around though, huh? Like this, they've traipsed around into here. Over to the workstation where they got their dirty little feet at. It might also be worth sticking a little plant pot up here. Maybe even a big one. Do I still have a big pot left? I do. Oh, excellent. And I'm thinking about one of these plants where, you know, where you see it like dripping down. I often see it in people's houses. They've got a nice plant that like drips down off the side of the fridge. Yeah, a little bit of this action. Can we bring in some of this? Will this look okay? I guess so. That works fine there. It kind of looks like we got a tree in the middle, but that's all good. That's all good. Let's do a little bit of vines as well. And I guess we should also have a little bit of this as well. Excellent. Behind this here is like our access through to this area. So if anything ever messes up with the redstone, which I've still not tried yet, we should maybe give it a go. But if anything ever messes up, I can come down into here and have a look. Or show can. What was that? Oh, it's grass. I've also got some lichen here that will stick on the roof. I'm not such a fan of the roof. Like, I really like this build, but I think it's just much bigger than the other builds that we've done before. Obviously, this is taller, but the other ones are like short and sweet and simple. Whereas these ones have a bit more to it. I guess it's kind of 2 builds in one. I was planning on having like a little work area down here, which maybe we will at some point because we'll have this road coming past. But for right now, we're leaving it. We're leaving it the way it is. And I also need some of this in the corners as well, just to really show off those shadows there. Berry bushes, goddamn. And with that there, I'm fairly happy with that. We can come in and add in our little dead bushes at some other point. That's all good. But this feels alive. Nice. I would like to maybe do some armor stand work as well. Get some characters in here. I don't know if it's necessarily needed. Like, as much as we're using these mini blocks and there's armor stands to have, like, these things are smaller and have our fire and everything, I don't want to go too over the top and make it seem like we're trying to make a city or anything. And it's very Minecrafty, just have your builds empty. But no, I'm quite chuffed with that. I'm happy with how that turned out. The only thing I think this build is missing is a couple of like speeder, Star Wars speeder type bike things, you know, like these hovering bike spaceships. Just sat here like they've been repaired and they're ready to get handed out. And of course, like I mentioned, we need to get the bridge in and do all that other stuff. And I guess as well situate it more inside of the forest so we can bring the forest right back up to this area here. But this looks fantastic. Now I hope you can see what I'm doing with this area here. We're focusing on these little spots, and if you're coming in and you're new, you won't be aware, but I'm building a big forest in this middle section here. And what we're really doing is we're focusing on it from lots of different little angles. So we focused on our beach, we focused on this mailroom today, we have our windmill up on the hill as well, our house and our storage system. And it's all about eventually tying this all in together and making it all work. And just now, it's very, very, very much not all tied in. It's very like separated off, distant to itself. But we've got such a big area to work with, and I've got so many ideas I want to do. I just don't want to keep us tied down, working in the same area, building the same trees, and like just pushing out. So I want to have as much variation as possible. And I think with that, it then means I can come back to older projects and work on the trees around those older projects and really start to think about how our forest is looking. Working on this part of the forest last time really helped me work out how I'd like the forest floor to look and how busy I'd like it to look with all the bushes and different trees and such. So that's how we're doing it, and I usually don't play Minecraft like this at all. I usually go in and I put as much detail into one little space as possible, and then I tire myself out. So that's why we're coming in and we're working on lots of different little sections that by the end of the season will all be tied together. And speaking of keeping myself busy and doing lots of different projects across our area, we obviously have been working on a lot of different projects across the server. And I'd really like to show you a project that I worked on live on stream, on our stream with you happy chappies. It's Christmas time. We're getting super close to Christmas now. And if you celebrate, I hope you're having a great one. But check out what we did on stream. Look how cool it looks. The most amazing of Christmas trees. I am super duper happy and proud of how this looks. There are a lot of spoilers around me due to other people's videos that aren't out yet because they're coming at Christmas. But I think this tree's fantastic. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, gorgeous. And what do you think of my fantastic outfit? I'm dressed up as the tree. Oh, yes. Yeah. So, I wanted to show you this because we also did a little something called Naughty or Nice, which I guess is like Secret Santa, where you get someone a secret little present and you can tell them whether or not it's from you, and you get to choose. Are they naughty or nice? You sit on Santa's lap, you get someone's name, and we got Pixels. So we need to get Pixels' present ready, and I won't lie, I've already made a start. Here is what we have Pixels so far. She is making some big roads, so I decided to get her lots of resources here. Help her out with the roads. And of course we want to add in a few sort of sentimental things. I know she's working on trial chambers just now and is making little farms for them. So these are all the bottles that I've got that we can throw together there. I got her pink pony club because she loves to stick it on at the karaoke. But I need a few more things. She's come to me asking for a dragon head a few times as well, so I've thrown that in. But yeah, like I say, we need to get a few more little personal things to add in here. And I must admit, I spoke to Pixels recently, and she was like, "Yeah, I hope it's not a bunch of materials that they're getting me, because I am not a material girl. I am more of a sentimental and personal thing." So I'm glad I found that out after I put in all this work. But I know she'll appreciate it regardless, and I just know that, you know, working on projects, getting materials, there's still a birthday cake back here. Oh my gosh. Getting materials really helps out, especially with things like the Nether Hub, and, you know, those are the things I don't really want to come on and do is grind, so that was my thinking. But we'll get her a few other sentimental things to throw in here. One of those things is going to be a personal little letter that I've written for her, so we'll stick that in there. I should really get that named and signed. I'll do that later on. And I really don't know what else to get Pixels. I don't know what else. My thinking is her base. Let's go take a little look over here. So Pixel's base is based off of multiple different poisonous plants. So the place, her city, is called Delphinium. This place is looking fantastic, by the way. Look at this boathouse with these lovely ropes hanging down. And then of course she's got her big lily of the valley here, which is very poisonous, outside of her gorgeous bee farm. So I'm thinking maybe we get her a bunch of flowers that are named little poisonous things, and see if we can find like close matches to the ones that in Minecraft as how they are in real life. Obviously there's not many flowers in Minecraft that are poisonous in real life, so we're just gonna have to make do and name some. I think that's nice, and I really don't know what else. Maybe a few like named items. There's more of these guys, they're everywhere at the minute, but we'll work something out. We also, oh my gosh, I never told you, we finally have someone who has bought a custom tree from us from our shop, and of course it is Pixels, and it's going to go right here in this spot, in this corner. So I need to work on that, and it's going to be an oak tree is what she's after. I think we'll do something similar to the big birch tree that I've made before, like the really big one. Originally I was thinking like a sort of twisted rooted oak tree, but all she has said is she wants it to be like an old oak tree that's big. So I think it would look better to be one that's sort of like hanging over and giving a little shade off over this. It'll be interesting working against this wall as well. That's something I'll do in the future, because typically I build my trees off camera. I can't really do it on camera, but we'll come back and we'll get that sorted, and we'll work out a price at the very least. And I guess I can leave the Christmas present there for her as well. All in one. Oh. This is the way inside. Here we are. But we've reached the end of today's episode. It's here. And guess what? The astronomy mod is back, baby. It's back. It's going to be hard here with the clouds. But here we go. I want to name this star here after El Simond. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But there you go. Elsamond, that is from episode 6. Thank you very much. We're doing a little backlog here. You were mentioned in the book here. Look at this. Whoa, peak new series found. So thank you very, very much. We also have someone else we missed from last episodes. There we go. Will it show? There we are. Thank you very much. Orphan House TV. Thank you. I'm so glad to see you in the community here, joining us. It's been fantastic to have you. And then we come to today's episode 8's highlighted person. Who will it be? That's right, it's the one and only Dixie Walnut. Thank you very much. Dixie left another great comment on our episode 8 video. Oh, this is episode 8. On episode 6, I think Dixie left this comment. Another good YouTube channel. Keep it up. So thank you very much. Thanks for all the love, guys. Thank you for all the support. I hope you all have an excellent festive season if you celebrate it. And I hope you all have an excellent new year when it comes. Happy Hogmanay. I don't plan on getting another StoneVania video out until 2026, until next year. So I hope you all have a fantastic one. Take care of yourselves, okay? I love you all lots, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.